Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the most underrated and overrated brawlers in the current ranked season. So it's the only thing that I've been playing right now, and you guys have been going crazy with the support. So I thought I'll do this fun twist in terms of underrated and overrated brawlers. So before we jump into the rankings, then make sure you're using a create code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. Code SPEN. I really appreciate all your support, especially with the brand new season. So just make sure you use a create code. That'd be cool. Anyways, let's jump into it. All right, guys, so jumping into the first brawler, which I think is very underrated on a specific modifier, it is going to be Nani. So in general, I think Nani's actually really good in this season of ranked, by the way. Like, there's a lot of open maps, and in specific, I think in the modifier quickfire, Nani's so underrated. So people typically look at other sharpshooters like Piper, Brock, I don't know, Mandy. Like, they're going all these other sharpshooters, but they don't realize Nani has 3 projectiles per attack. So of course, if you're hitting these projectiles every time, you're going to get so much ammo back. So again, I'm not showing you guys ranked gameplay right now because it's hard to get a specific map modifier. If you guys don't know, it's literally like a 20% chance of getting quickfire, so it's just hard to get it. It would literally take me hours to do it. So yeah, Nani, insanely underrated. If you looked at my tweet earlier today, I literally went like 20, I don't know, something insane, like 22-1, which is just absolutely crazy because I was going Nani on quickfire and people were just sleeping on it. Hopefully we can get the win right here. Come on, come on, come on, really close. Colt, do it. Yes, absolutely love to see it. Yeah, insane on quickfire, as I mentioned. People just go other sharpshooters and they forget about Nani, who's insane. And just in general, Nani's insane because there's a lot of open maps like Rustic Arcade. We've got Goalkeeper's Dream on Brawl, Bounty, Knockout. There just seems to be so many open maps and Nani thrives. So that's the first underrated brawler in ranked. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, so jumping into the next brawler, which is insanely underrated in this season of ranked, we have Meg. So I'll probably put Meg in a bunch of these lists over the past few months, but trust me, on a specific modifier, big friend, Meg is absolutely insane. So if you don't know, of course, your brawler will be matched with the highest HP brawler in the game. But the good thing about Meg is that even in your small form, you get the HP matched, which is insane. So not only will you have, I don't know, say if you have a Primo on your team or an 8-bit, oh, I should have actually scored there. You'll have a 10k HP in big mech form. But then, of course, when they kill that, then you'll have 10k HP in small mech form. And you have the shield star power on top of that. And you can even have the shield gear on top of that. You're literally invincible if you've got any form of tank or tankiness on your team. So Meg is insane. I don't really see anyone talking about it. Of course, big friend is only playable 10% of the time in ranked. But also, you've got to consider Meg is also a very solid pick in Bounty and Knockout right now. Literally everybody is going like Nani, Piper. So Meg is the best counter to those. Also, if you guys are watching on Rustic Arcade in particular, Meg is an insane lane on that map. So I just think people underrate Meg. Like, I had some people telling me to stop going Meg, and I was just like, what are you on about? Meg is so strong this season and so underrated. She's like never banned, and she's, for me, always a super consistent brawler. So like I said, try her out. Okay, that should have been a goal, but SpenLC is an NPC. You've seen it right here. Let's see if we can survive this. So yes, we can. We can get back into mech as well, and we can just run at these fools and finally end the game. Beautiful. Like I said, try her out in big game. There's a lot of probably underrated brawlers there. Quickfire as well, I didn't even mention. She's insane in quickfire. She's insane on time detonation. I just think this brawler is completely slept on and so good in rank right now. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the final underrated brawler on my list, I went with Jessy. So big reason, of course, being she recently got a big buff to her hypercharge rate, but I'm not really seeing her too much in ranked. So whenever I play ladder, I think she's a very strong brawler. I guess the map pool maybe is a little bit difficult for her sometimes. I think the reason why she's underrated as well, half of the games you play in ranked are with modifiers, and I don't think she's actually that great with modifiers. But on the other 50%, she's a really strong brawler. So again, the big change was hypercharge rate got buffed. It went from needing 2.5 supers to get her hypercharge super down to 1.66. So that is a big change. You're able to feel it straight away. Like, look at this. I have 1 Jessy turret. I didn't even get any value out of it. I'm close to my hypercharge already. So the key is with Jessy's hypercharge change is that you can get your hypercharge, pop it, And even if you don't have super, you can work your way towards it. Like right here, you can see I can just get these insane stat boosts, just run it into the Colette. Got my hypercharge super now, which is 10k HP. It wastes so much brawler ammo, it's ridiculous. And especially if you get this behind a wall in a game mode like Hot Zone, the enemies are just going to take forever to stop it. And by the time they've destroyed it, you're probably working your way up to another one. So you can just cycle unlimited 10k turrets. It's just insane in the right scenario. She's a good counter to some meta brawlers as well, like Charlie. Again, I'm not saying you can just go Jessy anywhere. I think she's probably more so of a late pick in rank right now. But I know I'm making this video on rank mainly, but she's insane on ladder, like so strong. So I guess people are just going to play catch up and eventually figure out just how strong Jessy hypercharge is. So we're one shot away from hypercharge here. So we can get that, and then by that time we hit the shot on the Edgar. They go one shot away from our hypercharge super, so we're going to just spam these shots onto the Edgar, pop the gadget in time. So you can see here I get value out of the hypercharge turret, I get value out of the buff stats. It's just a win-win, even though the Edgar just ripped through. I mean, that hypercharge turret nearly killed an Edgar. Okay, love to see it. Love to see it. Right, 20 seconds left. You can see I'm already close to my next hypercharge, which is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. And in a world where hypercharge actually isn't that strong anymore, you know, cycling it this much actually does play a big impact, because every brawler seems to maybe get one hypercharge a game now, but with Jessy she gets like 2, 3. So absolutely love to see it. Really underrated brawler right now in the meta. Let's hop into the overrated now. Alright guys, so jumping into the first brawler on the overrated list, and me myself, I hold my hands up, I probably overrated his hypercharge. Well, I definitely did when it first got released. It is Buzz is hypercharge. So, well, it's just Buzz in general. So Buzz, I have just never seen him ranked. Like, never. I played Buzz once on stream. That was the first time I've seen him in so long. Is he underrated or is he overrated? Let me know in the comment section. Some people probably say that means he's underrated, but I just think he's overrated because everyone was expecting Buzz to be this pop-off brawler. But the hypercharge didn't really do too much. Maybe people haven't even got his hypercharge yet. Maybe that might be a reason. But I just think it's overrated. Like, I guess it can be good in some situations, but I just think there's better brawlers for most scenarios. I mean, the good thing about it is that you can charge it automatically. Like right here, I've already got super, but I can get my hypercharge, which is just beautiful. Alright, we're going to pop gadget here. We're just going to turn into Spider-Man. Just spam auto aim as much as possible. Can we get another stun? Yes, we can, but I'm glad at least it's been balanced, because you take a look back at other hypercharges like Fang or any other assassin, you just presume with Buzz that he'll be broken. So that's why I just thought Buzz's hypercharge would be like one of the best in the game. But I mean, for Buzz mains out there, unfortunately, he's just not that meta anymore. I'm trying to think of good use cases for him. I can't really think of many, to be honest. And my teammates are just throwing in 4K like that. Can I get this Brock as well? Okay, yeah. SpenLC to save the day. Love to see it. Our Fang gets the kill as well. I can get this gem, which doesn't even matter. He gets another super out. There we go. Love to see it. But yeah, I'm trying to have a look at the maps, and I just think there's just better brawlers out there. Just think the meta kind of counters him too much. There's brawlers like Charlie at the top of the meta who just wreak havoc on brawlers like Buzz. So for me, I think Buzz is extremely overrated in ranked. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, so jumping into the next overrated brawler on the list, I went with Brock. So anyways, Brock is just one of the more higher used brawlers in like Power League history. Randoms just love going Brock. But this isn't specific on the quickfire modifier. Like, people keep going Brock on my team. There's so many good brawlers out there. Like, literally tomorrow I'm going to do a guide on all of the maps and whatever the modifiers, and Brock is nowhere near the top. Like, people are going single projectile brawlers on quickfire. It makes no sense. You don't actually get much ammo back. Same with like Mandy, Belle. People just keep going slow reload brawlers, and it just doesn't work. I don't know who's told you it works. It doesn't work. I wish I could show you guys. You hardly get any ammo back. You compare it to brawlers like Griff or Pearl, you literally have infinite ammo as those brawlers. So I just don't get why people want to go Brock. Makes no sense to me. People just need to like use their eyes and realize that they're not actually getting any benefits out of this. But we can clutch up there. I mean, Brock is still a decent pick in Heist and some other scenarios. People are just way overplaying this Brawler. Stop playing him a quick fire, please, and save my sanity. Let's hop into the final one. Alright guys, jumping into the final Brawler on the overrated list. You guys have guessed it, it is Edgar. So I'm kind of just bored of seeing Edgar in my rank games right now. I don't know what everyone's obsession is with Edgar. Maybe because they're just, well, his hyper charge is crazy. It's really strong. But again, you don't get your hyper charge more frequently. Maybe against NPCs or low skill players. But in ranked, you are not getting your hyper charge frequently. You're really not. Like on ladder, yeah, go ahead. There's so many tanks and other brawlers you can get your hyper charge from. But Edgar is only good in heist. It was a big nerf. You don't get your hyper charge as frequently. As I said, there's just too many bad matchups for Edgar right now. Before, you could bypass the bad matchups by just pressing your gadget button. Yes, that's how you used to be able to do it. But people just still are so obsessed with Edgar actually being good. And he's not. I mean, here's me just ripping through people. Again, this is ladder. If I've shown you guys on ranked, he wouldn't be doing nothing. Literally, the only way you can make it work is if you play heist, like at the higher ranks. Again, I've been seeing literally everyone on Twitter complaining about people going Edgar. Just for their sake, stop going Edgar. And just play a better brawler, please. I mean, anyone's going to be better than this. Mortis super in the ball to the enemies like that. That is pretty damn bad. Let's get this ball out of here. Can we get super from this ball? Thank you. Good to see it. I mean, this Mortis just goes in a ball. He gets the kill every time, so just go in and take it. Alright, we'll go on the Barley here. Even if we get pulled by Tara, it's okay. We've got our hyper charge. Here's me trying to say that Edgar's overrated, and I'm just running through people. I don't help myself, do I? Right, well, I'm just going to pop hyper charge here and gadget, so we can try and make a play. Please, 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 please. Nope. I think Bull's going to score here. Unless... Okay, that was a bad hypercharge super. But that's okay. I'm trying to think of other ways Edgar can be good. And I just can't think of any other ways, guys. So, yeah. Try and convince me in the comment section that somehow he's received a buff. He hasn't. He just hasn't received a buff. Okay? Just let it go. Just let it go. Right, Mortis, get the ball away. That was a real failed super. I'm sorry, you know you want to pull. Alright, let's go for the Barley instead. Oh, that was a good bait. If Mortis only had his super now, would have actually been able to score there. But rip. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe the experience is different for you. Let me know down in the comment section below who you think is underrated and overrated. And I'll see you guys next time.